talk. We can negotiate here. Like, what? Bring it. On chapter Abraham, 14. Thank you. Verse 4 says, "We sent not an apostle except to teach in the language of his own people, in order to make things clear to them, to bring a sign except by the leave of Allah." Chapter 12, verse 110. Yusuf. Joseph is actually the English translation for that. And it says, all the earlier apostles had to suffer persecution for a long time. But at last, when those apostles had lost all hope and saw themselves branded as liars, our succor attained them, whereupon every whom we willed to be saved was saved, and the deniers of truth were destroyed, for never can our punishment be averted from a people who are lost in sin. And for the last example, I put chapter 33, verse 40, the Confederates.
Is that?
I think so. So thank you. "And I know, O believers, that Muhammad is not the father of any one of your men, but is God's apostle and the seal of all prophets." So I brought these into the conversation because it is possible. No, it's not possible. It is for certain, according to Islamic tradition, that every nation on the earth received the message: one God. Do good, stay away from evil. Does that sound familiar? Precious knowledge. According to the stories that have come through time and that you have to take with a grain of salt, yeah, that pretty much gets out quite right. Allahu Alam, and God knows best. So, Arabic comparisons, take part of the Flintstones that says al-kalima, or the word. The word, the truth that cuts, the cutting truth in Arabic is the kalima. And the overall truth is that God is one. Like, if you can agree to that, you're pretty much Muslim. Like, pretty much. All you have to do is do a little bit of research so that you know how to practice the religion according to the last of the prophets, because we have a very complete library on everything that he did, from brushing his teeth to sleeping to like everything. Everything. So this is where I start bringing in just like some other information, sources. Do you remember this? Kind of Islamic law, kind of. We're in the ballpark, right? I don't know if you saw this image. For Muslims,
This is how we pray.
this is how we pray. Now, if you notice this right here, look at his hand.
This is the Shahada.
Well, it's broken.
So,
But how come this hand is broken, but this one is not?
because it's up, yeah.
Oh, right. One. Oh man, it's gonna broke. You know, like this other hand is flat. This one is saying one, broken. Okay, that's kind of cool. These both hands are broken. I don't know what happened there. That was a really bad fall. Right? Notice the beard. Notice that there was no mustache. I don't know about you, but like I don't recall like a lot of beards on like indigenous people, like native people, like somos lampiños. Like there's not a whole lot of beard here, right? That brother's like, you gotta be kidding me. This is mine. A turban. We have to cover our shoulders when we pray. It could be like a long robe or whatever, but our shoulders are recommended to be covered. If you're in an island that there's nothing there, like you could literally pray with less than that, right? What's up with the right hand? There's something going on there. This is a cup. That couldn't be broken because the cup would have been ruined. See that finger right there? See the turban? Do you see these dhikr beads, these prayer beads? Now some people will be like, that's my clue, bro. Like, but like, for real, like this is like, okay. Thank you. This brother actually looks like Pakistani. I mean, I'm not trying to profile. Interesting thing. In the peninsula of Yucatan, there's a place called Cabal. There's also a place called Mecca. You might have heard of it. In Mecca, there's the house of God. It's called the Kaaba. And when I'm doing this research, I'm seeing all these kinds of towns in Mexico with a name like Mecca, Medina, Muhammad, and like Arabic names. And then I come across this. I actually didn't know that this place existed, but there was a musical group, like a boy band, with the name Caban. I was like, what? So I typed it up, and there was a picture. And this pyramid doesn't look like the other pyramids. I don't know if you're familiar with Mayan and Aztec pyramids, but they're like, not like that. And at the latitude, I broke it down to the nearest 2 digits. There's more. This is like beyond like coincidence, right? There's something going on here. So I'm not going to leave you with that. I thought I have a couple of videos, and I'm going to just escape from here, figuratively speaking, and share one. This is a kind of a propagandist video that, well, I think was created here in the United States by the language. Oh, do we have speakers? Do we have speakers?
I mean, I could that speaker.
Can you hear it? Kind of ominous music. See this?
There's speakers in the metro.
So the reason I'm bringing this up is because, again, the end of time, like we were talking about 5 centuries, 1492, thank you, to 520, that was 2012. When did Cuauhtémoc happen? It was a different date. Those of you that were paying attention, took notes? You in the back.
Yes.
Hold on a second. What was the year? Approximation?
1521.
All right. So now, add 520 to 1521.
1041. No.
No.
You guys are getting excited. Calm down. Take a breath. Do that.
1540. Or no.
I am.
Okay. Somebody with a pencil. 1521 plus 520. ¿Ya está?
2041.
No.
No, cabe?
2041.
2041. Somebody with an iPhone. 2041. Somebody already probably said it before. I didn't hear you. I do that all the time. 2041. So 1492, 1521. We're talking about now 2012, 2041. This is a window of time where this change, I believe, it's already started to take place. I started giving this talk about 20 years ago. And like, I don't know how it's going to happen. But I know that it's going to happen because they haven't been wrong. Right? So something's going to happen. That's that? That's it.
With anything less,
Sure.
It's
Can you turn it up?
no culture is ever reversed. A 1 point.
Sorry, that sounded kind of creepy. It's gay. Okay, where do I go from?
Just pull it back.
Pull it back, what do you mean?
Like the scroll.
Where?
At the
Bottom.
See the
That
white
little
line?
diamond.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
You guys have time, if you got any, I understand. I won't hold it against you. report.
According to research, in order for a culture to maintain itself for more than 25 years, there must be a fertility rate of 2.11 children per family. With anything less, the culture will decline. Historically, no culture has ever reversed a 1.9 fertility rate. A rate of 1.3, impossible to reverse, because it would take 80 to 100 years to correct itself, and there is no economic model that can sustain a culture during that time. In other words, if two sets of parents each have one child, there are half as many children as parents. If those children have one child, then there are 1/4 as many grandchildren as grandparents. If only 1 million babies are born in 2006, it's hard to have 2 million adults enter the workforce in 2026. As the population